This is the 2025 Hyundai Tucson. Now there are a lot of changes for 2025, not just on the exterior, but on the interior. There's additional safety, there's new powertrains, and some new trim levels. We're going to go through all of this, and in the end, we'll give you our pros and cons, as well as the pricing, and then we'll talk about the competitors as well, so stay with us. The first thing you're going to notice for 2025 is the sharpened exterior styling. It is more modern and it still has that aggressive look that people love about the Hyundai Tucson. There are multiple trim choices, including the 2.5-liter gas, the hybrid N-Line, and the plug-in hybrid, as well as the XRT variants. There's also an N-Line available that will be driving separately. The redesigned styling of the front is one of the first things you're going to notice. You'll note that the headlight design is still the same, but it's more integrated into the front grille. It's more modern. It still has that edgy appearance that people love about the Hyundai Tucson. What's new for this year is the XRT trim level and that sporty N-Line model. We'll be driving all the trim levels except for the N-Line, which we'll be driving separately, but this is our test vehicle right now. It is a hybrid riding on 19-inch wheels. They come 17, 18, or 19-inch alloys, and this is also a new design riding on all-season tires. Panoramic glass roof comes on the limited edition, as well as roof rails, which hold 220 pounds, so you can put your extra cargo on the roof. One of the reasons people love the Hyundai product line is the warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, and that includes roadside assistance for 3 years. People like a vehicle that gives you great value. If you're going to purchase a vehicle, you certainly want a long warranty, and only Hyundai and Kia offer that, and so that's a huge benefit for those who are purchasing. One of the style details that remains the same is these very strong cut lines that you'll see on the Tucson. A lot of people like the design. It makes the vehicle stand out in the crowd. And in addition, you've got privacy glass on the second row as well as for the rear area. Chrome details are around the window, and they go all the way back to this nice looking wing shaped design. Coming around to the back, there is something that I'm very pleased about. The rear wiper blade is tucked up underneath. Hyundai is listening to us. That design means that that wiper blade will last longer, and when you scrape the ice off the back of your glass, well, you won't be damaging that wiper blade. I do like also the fact that it makes it look nice and clean. The wiper blade is integrated to the upper wing with the LED third brake light, LED lights across the back. Tucson, and in this case, this is an H-Track, which is their all-wheel drive system. And we'll talk about that when we go to drive the vehicle. And this is a hybrid. And there is also a gas version and the N-Line and a plug-in hybrid. There are different seat materials available. The base material is a stain-resistant cloth material. Memory system includes power driver's seat and an outside mirror settings. Available heated steering wheel and rear seat heaters are now offered for the additional temperature setting. And heated and ventilated seats are available. 8-way power front driver's seat on the limited, and leather trimming is available like in our test vehicle here with this absolutely beautiful white leather interior. Lumbar is standard on both the driver and passenger side. Again, listening to you, the customer, thank you, Hyundai. Going into the second row is this beautiful white, it's almost got a little bit of gray in it, leather interior material. Behind each seat is netting as well as vents behind the console and 2 USB-C charge ports. Pull down the center armrest of these seats, which do tilt, perfect for child safety seats and nice size headrests. And you've got 2 cup holders built in, which I do appreciate versus some of the plastic ones you see on some of the competitors that do break. There are 2 child latch systems in this vehicle in the second row. Under the hood, there are lots of engine choices. You can do gas, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and the N-Line if you want a performance model. The gasoline engine is a 2.5-liter multi-port injected gas engine with 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. Backed by an 8-speed automatic transmission, the front-wheel drive gets 28 miles to the gallon and the all-wheel drive gets 26 miles to the gallon combined. 0 to 60 time, 10.2 seconds, and it runs on regular unleaded gas. Or you can choose the hybrid or plug-in, which is a 1.6-liter turbocharged hybrid backed by a 6-speed automatic transmission and a more powerful 72 kilowatt-hour electric motor. The plug-in hybrid has a total system output that's rated at 268 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. The plug-in hybrid battery pack is larger than that of the regular hybrid, offering 13.8 kilowatt-hours of lithium-ion power. Level 2 AC charging for the plug-in hybrid will take 2 hours to recharge that PHEV motor. H-Track all-wheel drive is standard and gets 32 miles of electric range, fuel economy 35 miles to the gallon combined, and runs on regular fuel. There are different drive modes available, that H-Track Normal, Sport, Snow, and the My Drive modes. And something new for this year is the Baby mode, which helps reduce the sharpness and initial acceleration, smoothing out driver inputs for a more gentle acceleration so you don't jolt the baby. The Green Zone Drive mode optimizes that pure EV. If you want to get into the Baby mode, you go into Setup, you hit Vehicle, you go into Drive modes, and then you will see the different drive modes. If you look here, you've got Eco, Sport, Smart, and Baby. And what Baby does is just smooths out everything. Smart mode, which is normal for all the Hyundai products, Eco and Sport. We'll drive it in Sport mode. The steering, we'll put that in Sport mode also. You don't have to do the adjustments here. You can also do all the driver safety settings here. This is an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. Very great safety ratings. One of my favorite safety features is this blind spot camera, both left and right side. Nobody else has it. Just Kia and Hyundai and Genesis. They share that technology, which is really fantastic. You can also make it an eco-friendly vehicle if you would like, and that all has to do with whatever choice you want. Seats, lighting, doors, digital key, all of that is in here. Tons and tons of technology. This is the home screen. Again, it's super easy to use. I like it. I like it a lot. They moved the shifter to the stalk. There's no longer a shifter in the center. I like that because it gives you extra storage underneath the center console, but also on top you've got your locking diff, your drive modes, your auto hold, your hill descent, your cameras, which you can just press a button if you need it. Am I backing up too much? Whatever it might be, or forward. Park assist is here. 2 cup holders, a good size, very deep glove box. But I do also love this new storage here in front. Really nice. Linear vents. Everything is easy to use, and they moved all your favorite buttons here. No longer the switching back and forth the different modes, which I kind of like this a lot better. I think it's easier to use. Heated steering wheel, vented seats, 3-stage, both front side seats. In addition, everything is super easy to use. So we're in drive. This is the hybrid. The first thing that you will see when you get in this car is it's super easy to drive. I do like this head-up display. Really nice, large, easy to read, with or without sunglasses. And then going further down, you've got 2 12.3-inch screens. Really nice, full span of a curved piece of glass that makes it just easier to drive. I like this. They've done this across the full lineup. They've done it in the Tucson before, but now we're seeing a lot of improvements, not just on the safety that's been added, but also in the technology, quick processor, which is really important. And of course, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is wireless. And this is a Top Safety Pick Plus. So you're getting everything you would want in a 2-row SUV that seats 5 people. Above, you have a gigantic glass roof. And of course, you've got that Hyundai Blue Link, so you can use your phone if you want. There's also the ability, in case of an emergency, there's a lot of features that are standard on this vehicle. There's also paddle shifters. Are you going to use them? Maybe on a downhill descent, but we're driving a limited version. We did take the XRT off-road. Check it out. Most people think of off-roading, they think of something certainly more than a Tucson. Now, the XRT trim level is for light off-roading. It's for overlanding. It's for if you are going camping or getting to a soccer field. But this has a little bit more potential than that, and that's what I think most people don't realize. So as we go on this light off-road trail here in California, you can see there's some dirt roads and there's some rough terrain as I chase down a Santa Cruz, which we have in a separate review. You'll see that it is very capable. So we are in the off-road mode and easily climbing the hill with that H-Track all-wheel drive with no effort whatsoever. Now there is some changes with the XRT that you're not going to get with the Limited. The XRT does not have a glass roof, and it actually has a real prindle, as I call it, or a shift lever that's on the center console. So if you want your phone right next to you, look at the Limited or a non-XRT trim level. We're going up a pretty steep hill, no effort at all. The Tucson is very capable. Well, now we're using going down with hill descent, and you can see good car control. Brakes aren't over applied, which is nice. And you can hear the application of the hill descent and the ABS brakes all working together in partnership. The XRT has 18-inch wheels because you want more tire, unlike the 19-inch on the Limited where you have more wheel and less tire, because for off-roading you want that rebound in the sidewall of the tire. You take away some of that rebound and it just makes it more challenging and damage to the wheels. So although this may not be the massive off-road vehicle for rock climbing, you can easily take the trails and have a little fun on a weekend. Back on the road, you can see this vehicle handles really nice. It's actually really quiet. I mean, they've insulated the glass, you've got privacy glass, and on a hot day like here and today, which happens to be a rare high 80s here in California where we are, you're not feeling the heat coming through the glass roof, which is nice. So they did a nice job insulating that and tinting it to the point that you're still getting the outside, but you're not sweating. You got vented seats, heated seats. Of course, you've got all of your climate controls, which are really, really nice. They did a nice job with this vehicle. As far as the upgrades, well, it's mostly exterior and a few interior features, but I really like what they've done. They keep upgrading the Tucson. It's a very popular vehicle. There's lots of competition in this class. We'll talk about the cargo and the price and the competitors, as well as my pros and cons in just 1 second. When it comes to cargo space, there's 39 cubic feet of storage with the second row up. That's a lot. Fold down that second row and you're at 75 cubic feet of storage, and it is a flat fold. So you could put all kinds of items under here and not have that uneven back seat. Underneath this cover, you can hide things, but also there is a tire mobility kit, which basically means there's no spare tire, a tire inflation product, which is good for most people because they don't know how to change a spare tire. There's also the ability to fold down that second row by pulling the latch here and here. And these seats fold flat. And this is a 12-volt outlet for when you have to charge something or tailgating. There are some pros and cons when it comes to the 2025 Hyundai Tucson. We'll start off with the pros. Smooth ride quality, plenty of standard tech and standard safety, top safety, which I really appreciate, the roomy interior, and of course that long warranty and the maintenance will help save you money. On the negative side, well, the only thing I could really come up with was I wish there was lumbar on the passenger side that would make things a little bit more comfortable for those long road trips. There are a lot of competitors in this category. The list is quite excessive. The Mazda CX-50, which runs against the XRT, the Mazda CX-5, the Honda CR-V, the Kia Sportage, Toyota RAV4, Nissan Rogue, Chevrolet Equinox, Ford Bronco Sport, Subaru Forester, Volkswagen Tiguan, and there are a couple others in other categories. That's a lot. I highly suggest you figure out whether you're going to buy or lease. If you're going to purchase, then the Hyundais and the Kias have the long warranty, and that really does help in the big picture. If you're going to lease a vehicle, well, again, that insurance is going to make a huge factor. The price range is wide on the Hyundai Tucson and starts at $28,355. I personally like the limited trim, but the XRT is a lot of fun if you do some light off-roading. If you have additional comments or questions when it comes to the Hyundai Tucson, put them down below in the comments. Let's start that conversation. If you'd like to support our channel, if you got value from this video, please like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, especially if they're looking for a top quality two-row SUV. You can also buy me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, as well as all the ways to reach me. I'm Lauren Fix. Thanks so much for watching.